Good evening. My name is Matt Webb, and I am the coordinator for Student Services and Experiential Learning for the College of Education and Human Development at Bowling Green State University. And tonight, in this session that we're recording, we have a faculty member and a student from our Career Tech Workforce Ed program to give our prospective students a lot more information about this wonderful field of study. I'm going to turn it over to our experts.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. My name is Jeremy Nadler, and I am a teaching professor in Career Tech Workforce Education. We also have a lovely student here, Olivia. I'm going to say hi, Olivia.
Hello.
Thank you. Olivia is going to give her perspective as a student in the program as well. So I'm going to share a PowerPoint with you, and let me go ahead and do that. Let me go to presentation mode so you don't see my background. There we go. So we have two undergraduate majors, those being business education, marketing education. We affectionately refer to that as BEAME, and also family and consumer science education that we affectionately call FACS. My hunch is that if you are interested in one of these two majors, very good chance that you have participated in DECA, BPA, and or FCCLA, which is, if you're not familiar with that, that is what we call a career tech student organization. It's kind of like the club component of a business ed, marketing ed, or a family consumer science education program. And but like I say, my hunch is that if you're here, perhaps you have been involved in those organizations. Our graduates can teach a host of classes. Licensure allows you to teach grades 4 through 12, and arguably even adult education in some cases. But a business ed, marketing ed, some of the classes that our graduates can teach would be accounting, business law, computer apps, and computer apps could be, as advanced as coding, but also as basic as, maybe looking at the Google Suite or perhaps the Microsoft Office Suite. Economics, rather, entrepreneurship, general business, interactive media, which of course is drones and cameras and all sorts of fun technology like that. Information technology, management, marketing. Those of you from the DECA world perhaps would be interested in teaching a marketing education program, and of course, business and personal finance. On the family consumer science end of things, we're seeing a lot of fashion merchandising and design programs opening up, not only in Ohio, but throughout the United States. Interior design, culinary fundamentals, nutrition, wellness, parenting, life planning, financial literacy, career exploration or search. So those are just some of the classes that you can teach. And again, you will be licensed grades 4 through 12. That's my first bullet point as far as details regarding our majors. We are happy to share with you that you will get field or classroom experience right from the get-go your freshman year. I teach our intro course, and we have a field requirement in that course. And again, so that's coming right during the first year that you are here at BGSU. In order to give you a true taste of what it is, and certainly to give you an indication of whether or not this career is for you. Really, we do have, not nearly, we do have 100% job placement upon graduation. There is such a shortage of business education, marketing education, and family consumer science teachers. Prior to starting the recording here, we were just talking that last academic year, we had no less than 10 schools from Ohio alone asking for family consumer science teachers. And we aren't unfortunately, we're just not graduating that many. I think last year we had maybe 3 students, one of which went to Michigan and is teaching at a charter school. So yeah, those unfortunately are jobs that are not getting filled. And hopefully the school, found at least maybe a long-term sub in order to, to find somebody that licensed. So yeah, with that, and business ed marketing is the same. Insane the amount of jobs out there. So you'll very likely have your choice of jobs once you graduate from the program. We do have a dedicated student organization called the Career Tech Student Association. And I'll have Olivia kind of speak to that. But lots of social things, lots of curriculum, kind of based things as well. So a lot of fun for our students, quite unique. And you will be involved in, as what I mentioned before, BPA, DECA, FCCLA competitions. You'll participate in those, maybe serving as a judge or facilitator. So you will have that experience as well. I guess, why would you choose a career tech workforce ed major? Certainly the opportunity, as I just mentioned, there's a major shortage in licensed teachers. The lifestyle of a teacher. And I was a teacher for 22 years. And I will tell you that the 3 months off a year is very, very appealing. It has great pay, has great benefits, and more than anything, the impact, helping young people find their passion, teaching real life contextual curriculum, like business, marketing, computers, fashion design, all those courses I mentioned to you, is pretty powerful stuff. And it's so absolutely rewarding. Our major is very versatile as well. So we have had students that get through the program and then ultimately decide they don't want to teach, or maybe enter teaching and just decided it wasn't for them. You are going to be well qualified and prepared to take your career into an industry career. So instead of maybe teaching marketing, go out in industry and actually do marketing, or in sales, or in supply chain management, or something like that. Certainly you don't take as many business courses as a business major in that case, but you're taking a lot of them, okay? And same with family consumer science. You're not taking as many classes as a fashion merchandising major, but you're going to take enough that, certainly, especially if you want to further your education, you can do that. There are 4 of us in the Career Tech Workforce Education Program, and combined, us professors have over 100 years experience. So we do have a small program. So that's going to very much personalize your experience here at BGSU. We are quite a tight-knit group, and very much family, kind of family oriented, which I find I take a lot of pride in. I went through the program myself, albeit many, many moons ago, and I can tell you that was one of the big appeals for me, that it was a smaller program. I knew all the professors. I knew everyone in the program, be it freshman through senior. So, and with that, I think I will turn it over to Olivia, and she can kind of give her perspective.
Yes. Hi, my name is Olivia Roos. I am a junior family and consumer sciences major. I'm just going to give like an overview as to my experience so far through this program, some of the benefits, that sort of thing. So I have thoroughly enjoyed being this major so far. I'm a transfer student from the University of Akron. So if anyone has any questions about that, I'll say my email at the end, and you can email me questions about that. I cannot say enough good things about workforce ed. It's very refreshing to know that I'm going into a field that helps me, or I guess enables me to help students live their healthiest lives. So emotionally, financially, physically. The classes that FCS and business marketing teach you can apply them directly to your life, which is refreshing. Like I said, it's a nice thing to know that you get to do. So like the slide said before, you do get field experience every 4 years, obviously with student teaching as well. But every year that you're in this program, you get to go out into the field and work with different ages, different classes, that sort of thing. That way you get the best overview of things. So CTSA. So I am the vice president of CureTech Student Association. We do lots of socials. Like this Friday, we have like a Friendsgiving at our president's apartment. So that should be fun. We do professional development, You get to meet lots of, I guess, important people in your field. Ohio Department of Education professionals, I've met a bunch of them. We go to Penn Career Center, get to judge those CTE events, which is always fun in the spring. Yeah, what else, Jeremy? Is that it? Yeah, I can't say enough good things. Oh, my email. I'll say it so it's recorded. It's OROOSE, so OROOSE at bgsu.edu. So if you're listening and if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
Great. Olivia, do you want to speak to campus?
Oh, yeah.
Campus? And
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're actually in Bowling, the town of Bowling Green, but even Bowling Green, maybe in general, this area.
Yeah, so I lived on campus for 3 semesters. I enjoyed the dorms I stayed in. It's not. I would suggest living on campus at least your freshman year, just to meet some new people while you're still brand new on campus. I like walking around campus. I hammock a lot outside of the education building when the weather is nice. Lots of space to study. Our food is good, like in our we have Starbucks, which is nice. But no, I enjoy our campus. I live off campus now, which is also something I would recommend. Maybe your junior or senior year. Lots of things to do. Downtown is fun. Yeah, yes, it's a nice campus.
I would like to echo what Olivia said. This is a wonderful community, very forward-thinking community, but yet has a lot of charm, has a lot of small town charm, like the downtown area and whatnot. Campus is absolutely beautiful. Lots of green space, lots of trees. And so I can't say enough about campus, campus wise and community wise. Of course, we are, a mere 15, 20 minutes from Toledo, Perrysburg specifically. So lots of, that's a fairly large city. So you got lots of additional restaurants and shopping and entertainment and things like that.
And there's also lots of, I'll add one more thing. There's lots of opportunities to get involved, which I would highly encourage as well if you're coming in as a freshman or even as an upperclassman changing majors. I am involved in CTSA, LGBTQ plus educators. We have a hiking club, which is super fun. And I would definitely encourage, there's a whole big page of clubs and organizations. There's academic ones and there's just special interest clubs. And that helps you meet people outside of your major, just your intro classes that you can hang out with, go get lunch with, study with, which makes your experience at BG even more enhanced. That would be my argument. So for sure, I would encourage everyone to get involved in at least a couple of different sort of clubs. That way you get a feel for your peers and on campus for sure. So
absolutely.
Yes.
Excellent. And like I say, folks, I can speak to this not only from a faculty standpoint, but I can speak to this program from a student, which ultimately led to my career standpoint. You will be well prepared. BGSU in general is arguably one of the best teacher prep schools, certainly in Ohio, if not arguably the Midwest, if not arguably the nation. And the fact that we are one of just a handful of career tech programs. But again, going back to the idea of all the experience that my fellow colleagues and I have, you'll be well prepared. So as far as what's next, I would encourage you to complete an application. If you would like to visit our program, sit through a class or two, either in person or virtually, certainly reach out to us. And if we can provide any answers to any questions, provide additional information, certainly reach out to us. I am a co-advisor along with a colleague, DJ Kern Blystone, and our emails are there. Olivia gave you her email as well. So with that, I believe that wraps it up. Matt, anything else you want to add or we can add?
I think you covered things, and Yeah, I'll just kind of reiterate that my own story is that I came to Bowling Green a long, long time ago from one of the Cleveland suburbs and stayed here and kind of I ended up in a communication major, but I stayed for graduate school, and I've worked here professionally ever since. Raised my family here in Bowling Green. It's a great community. There's a lot that I love about working on a college campus. So I think it's true what you hear about the students who attend here seem to have great things to say about the institution. And in a program like this, and my question for Olivia really would be just I think you're in a small program, so it is that family connection with your faculty, especially running an advising office for a college, and we have over 3,000 students in the College of Education and Human Development. The career tech workforce ed students is a group that doesn't need a lot of seems to need information from our office or help, or because they're not just a number, not one of the 100 language arts ed or other things where there's more students just trying to navigate their way through the systems and the classes and the programs. You've got faculty members taking care of your things when something's not working right in a system, like a class you need is full, or just trying to help navigate your way through degree. They just call our office and we work right through it right away. So I think students are well cared for in general, and that's not to say our larger programs aren't well cared for. Part of my job is to try and make sure our students have smooth pathways and don't run into navigational kind of bureaucratic problems. So I don't know if Olivia, if you'd attest to that or not.
Yeah. I reach out probably first to Professor Kern Blystone. I have her personal phone number, and that's just through knowing her for 3 years. But yeah, I can reach out to any 4 of the people on one of Jeremy's previous slides, and they will answer my question faster than arguably anyone else that I could reach out to. And that's definitely a privilege that I acknowledge and I appreciate. Yeah, for sure.
Well, all right. I suppose that might wrap up this presentation. I will stop the recording and we'll move on. Students are welcome to get in touch with anyone here at BGSU for more information. Thank you.
Thank you.